Welcome, my friends, to Whatever Gaming. I'm Wes, the host of Whatever Gaming. On this channel, we retro game, modern game, and everything in between. So we're going to be continuing our Let's Play. This is part 77 of The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. We've gotten most of the items, and now I think we just need to do some side quests. We're almost 50% done with the game. I'm sure there are some Kurok seeds to get and things of that nature. With that, let's begin. You won't really hear me say, without further ado. I think we need to bid adieu to ado. It doesn't make you sound smart. It doesn't. Come on, man. Bid adieu to ado. I'll tell you, I've got real bias here. You know, one of the things that's a real, and you'd think I'd be more attuned to it than I am. Maybe I'm attuned to it in my own life, but when you see like a gaslighting manipulator, when you see a couple and you see one of the two being abused. And specifically, when you see like female on male spousal abuse, emotional abuse in particular, but there can be some physical abuse too. I miss that. I that stuff goes over my head. I don't catch it, but it happens. It happens a lot. And you'll find out like years after the fact, or you'll notice it years after the fact. I'm thinking of I have these former business associates, and yeah, man, the wife was a real bitch. And she never left her fingerprints on anything. She would always get hit. She hated everyone. And she would always get her husband, who, no doubt about it, is, you know, one of those men that really wants to please his women. But she would get him when she decided she didn't like somebody, she would get him to do all of her dirty work. And she didn't like anybody. In particular, she would, by dirty work, I mean, you know, screwing people over. Hail Cotton Ministries, welcome, my friend. Engaging in like gossip, rumor stuff, screwing them over in business. And in particular, she really seemed to have him go after people that would figure her out. Like I had been doing the Tony Robbins and a lot of the self-help stuff, so I was learning about that, and I was teaching this gentleman about that stuff, and I didn't realize, because his wife was always really quiet around the rest of us. But apparently, I'm learning, when those two were together one-on-one, she'd let him have it. And so in retrospect, looking at it, like I remember her throwing him eye daggers many times and not saying anything. And in retrospect, it's like, oh, she was putting him on notice. And it's kind of incomprehensible to me that a man would let a woman treat him that way, but these women, they use like emotional blackmail, they use sex, they threaten to reveal secrets about the marriage. Like sometimes, and this is something I like years later kind of figured out, she would use like code words. And no one would know what she was talking about, but apparently that was something involved with their marriage that she was, I guess, like emotionally blackmailing him about. Poor guy, man. I feel bad for that guy. I didn't know all that was going on. I would have known that stuff was going on, I tell you what, I wouldn't have reacted as negatively as I did. Some of the stuff that I'd found out was happening. I mean, if it gets to the point where you're driven to like a suicide attempt because your wife is that terrible, it's time to leave, man. It's time to leave. Sure that we yeah, that shit's not healthy. What bow am I using now? A Phrenic bow. Oh, we can drop that one. It's not the best bow in the world, but... Distant enemy. How you doing, Papa? I'm actually hyper vigilant when it comes to gaslighting and manipulation. I mean, when you've had addicts in the family, you're gonna be hyper vigilant to that stuff. Happy birthday, Papa Cotton! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Cotton Ministries. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Nice, man. I just had my 48th, so I'm going to assume that life only gets better after 50. Yeah, I sure hope that dude figures it out and leaves that witch. You are welcome. God, what a disgusting person she is. I wonder if she knows what a cunt she is. Hail, small-time republic. Welcome, my friend. You feel old? I feel old too. I feel like I'm not getting as much. I don't know. It could be all be in my head. I'm pretty sure I'm more wrinkly than I used to be. Oh, like physically? Yeah. Physically, I actually feel okay. What have we here? Oh no, we didn't mean to do that. Boom. Mentally, you're still around 23? Well, you're doing better than me, I think. Because I think I'm more like a 19-year-old. I blame it on Kellogg's 19. That's what my mom used to drink all the time. Ooh, the thunderstorm rod. That's a good one. Oh yeah, I'll chuck this shit. Let's put yeah, we'll take a pass around the mountain here, I think. Da-na-na-na-na-na. They say it's your birthday. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's my birthday too. The Beatles, not overrated at all. Just saying. The Beatles are the best band ever. It's funny, Ozzy really, it was funny watching Ozzy. There's a clip of Ozzy Osbourne, like, nerding out over meeting Paul McCartney. Like, he just said, "Oh, mate, I just want to talk to you." Ooh, that's another great weapon. Holy shit. Right. Get rid of that thing. That's, I'll put my hand on too. Wow, I had no idea there were so many good weapons here. Where I just came from? Cotton Ministry says, I think a whole generation got fucked up eating pizza with chocolate milk at 11 a.m. Yeah, latchkey kids. Yeah, I mean, the boomers, I don't think were really interested in, like, raising kids to be successful members of society. I think they wanted, like, bipedal pets. I think that's what the boomers wanted. And then they just, like, totally ruined women. I guess there's supposed to be something wrong with being a mommy. Like, being a mommy's not okay. Or be a mommy, but do everything. I don't understand that shit. Up until the 60s, and look, you know, up until the 60s, we had, you know, one parent that was able to buy a car, the house, pay the mortgage, and have mom stay home. And that seemed to work okay. Now, again, I'm more upset about the economic aspect of it. I'm not saying that women should or be compelled to be mothers. I'm not saying that at all. I think people that want to have kids should have a lot of kids. I think people that, you know, if their inclination is to be single or to be in, you know, a same-sex relationship, be in your same-sex relationship. If you let nature take care of these things, nature will take care of these things. People that want to have kids will have a lot of kids. People that want to that are inclined to be single or in a same-sex relationship will be single or be in a same-sex relationship, and the shit will all balance out. Small Time Republic says, thank Nixon for getting us off the gold standard. Well, I think Nixon was kind of compelled to do that by Rockefeller. But yeah, he was the one that ultimately ended up doing it. You are correct, sir. Yeah. Have I been down there? What am I looking at? What's that? I don't know what that is. This place looks weird. Gotta be something interesting here. Huh. So I think I've like floated over this, but I've never been in this. That looks like one of those rock monsters. Well, it's too late for the gold standard now, but CBDCs will solve everything, right? Cotton Ministries says, funny how the money always makes it back to the same people. Well, you'd be very pleased to know, Papa, that we've gotten rid of DEI. However, there is one group that's been heavily discriminated against and has been disenfranchised greatly economically. And those are people that are victims of anti-Semitism. And our president got them $200 million in a fine. They transgressed and were fined $200 million. And the aggrieved parties, those individuals collectively got $20 million. Aren't you happy that that your government's looking out for you? Major disenfranchised group here we're talking about. Economically disenfranchised. That doesn't undercut that doesn't undercut his message about merit at all. No undercutment of the message. The funny thing is that the same argument against what he's doing now is the same argument that we had against DEI and all that stuff, and that is if you do this, you're going to promote what you claim to be against. So people that were not we'll call them anti-Hoovian before, may become anti-Hoovian. Cotton Ministry says, I'm wondering if the funny mustache man was that far off the mark. Well, he was talking about conspiracies. And you seem to not be able to talk about... I know there's one conspiracy you can't talk about, but... See, I'm even afraid to talk about it. Hail, Sir Scarlet. Welcome, my friend. In fact, Just for the record, that was the evil Captain Kirk from the episode The Enemy Within. Yes, that's what that was. A rendition of Star Trek. I'm a big Star Trek fan, and that's what that was. Sir Scarlet, I've been struggling, man, but that's over. I start a new job very soon. I'm very excited because I've been doing side gigs, and before it would pay like $25 an hour, which was decent. I could live off of that. But it's gone down to like $8 an hour, and that ain't even like half a minimum wage. So yeah, I'm excited about starting this this new position. And yeah, I'll actually be able to not only pay my bills, but I'll be able to put away money and save money. What a concept. Oh, nice. Shouldn't I get an award for that? I feel like I should get an award for that, for killing them. Good to see you, Parrot Head. Hope all is well. Cotton Ministry says, the only thing sane to do is to take a fat clown pill, sit back, and enjoy the show. Yeah, really. I mean, what power do you have? You only have your own personal power, and so you should just work hard to advance your own station in life. I used to say this before, and I'll say it again. Learn from the past, live in the present, work for the future. That's what you got to do. You do that, you be okay. Oh, okay, so I've been here. But if you waste time on stuff that you can't control, that's going to make for a really miserable life. Trust me. Trust me on that. I've wasted a lot of years not being happy. Sir Scarlet is wishing me well on the new job. Thank you, my friend. Well, it'll actually pay my bills, so that's a vast improvement over my current situation. I was doing real estate, and I was trying to. I was doing the gig stuff, so that I could close a deal, and I would have made like 30,000. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, and this is a different instant from the other ones, but like $25,000, and then that shit didn't work out. So it's like, well, God's telling me something. God's telling me this ain't the gig for you, real estate, so you need to do something else, bub. Hail Wingus Dingus over on Twitter X. Welcome, my friend. Wingus Dingus says, hey man, congrats on the new job. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's something I think I would enjoy. Sir Scarlet says, if you can pay the bills, that's all that matters. Right now, that is all that matters. You are absolutely right. God, I really hate my former business associates for doing what they did to me. I mean, I know the dude's wife was abusing him. But still. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care if your wife's abusing you or not, dude. Like, I was his friend. I was trying to help him out. Which I guess is why his wife didn't like me. Have I checked out the Scuff Realtor yet? I haven't had a chance to look at it. I'll check that out as soon as I get done here. Let's see. Knight's Claymore. We'll get rid of this one. Do I already have a Knight's Claymore? No, you already have one. But yeah, female on male spousal abuse apparently is a lot more common than people think it is. Look, I'm not advocating it, but I do think that there are some women out there. Oh, Nick Rofert, a friend of Sam Hyde's. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. I do think that women abuse and game the system. I really do. And they justify it. They justify it. I've already been to that one, right? Okay, I have been to that one. I imagine it's got to be a bit of an ego blow to be pushed around by your wife. Again, I guess if you're the type of guy that has never had like gaslighting manipulation happen in his life and doesn't know what that is. Maybe you might fall for that. Cotton Ministry says like Alec Baldwin? Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of examples of that. Actually. What is this? Uh-oh. Damn it. That didn't work out too well for me. They always get me when I'm aiming for some reason. shit isn't working. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Money for nothing. Cotton Ministry says, I thought Hollywood was trying to shove Ryan Reynolds down our throats, but then there was nothing compared to what they're trying to pull with Pedro Pascal. Yeah, no shit. It's funny because some people seem to have Stockholm Syndrome. They're like, oh, I used to think that Pedro Pascal was Pedro Pascal. And he is Pedro Pascal, but he's also Reed Richards. And he's also the Mandalorian. And he always plays Pedro Pascal. It's like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Hail LDG, hashtag free the net. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. I need to get to the underground and talk to you soon. I've not had a chance to do that. And by the way, happy birthday again to you. I've got a lot of July birthdays here. I love it because when I was in school, we never had the July birthdays. I mean, obviously, you could never celebrate it. God, I really should take myself off screen when I'm vaping. It's not the most masculine looking thing in the world. I should probably get a cover for it. I should put it in like a mini paper bag like you do with booze. What I should do. How did I end up over here? I think I want to go back the other way. But yes, things are looking up. Things are looking up. I was getting mad there for a while. Long hours make for short tempers. Like, I need to get back into the gym because I'm starting to get flabby again. Cotton Ministry says, going to school on your birthday always looked like it sucked. Really? They always let those kids get away with a bunch of stuff and let them play, and at least in my school. I want to make a left now. Whoops. So I've discovered one of the things about this game, one of the mechanics, is that apparently regardless of which enemy you take out, you take the same damage on your weapons because it's based on the number of hits, and it doesn't matter whether it's a big enemy or a little enemy, which seems kind of dumb to me. LDG says, things have evolved here also. Hit me up later. Will do, my friend. I'm not sure what my schedule is going to be at the new gig yet. I imagine it's going to vary. The good news is that real estate's finally starting to correct. We're starting to see what we saw like in 2008. In fact, this reminds me a lot of 2008. Where you're starting to see sales are going down. Inventory is like double what it was last year. And you're starting to see those price reductions happen fast. So it's like, sweet, I may actually be in a position to take advantage of this. I always do better in a market like this than I do in a good market. It turns out when people are suffering and losing everything, that's a world that makes sense to me. Probably because of the weird, fucked up upbringing I had. I'm like, hey, I know what to do now. I'm just all like, I always knew the world kind of sucked and was fucked up. It's nice to be validated. Wait, is there another one? Or is that the one I just did? I'll tell you one thing that's pretty cool. That whole Ozzy Osbourne doing his farewell show. I think that's pretty cool that he did that. I mean, he was a little out of key in certain places, but given the fact that the guy was ready to die at any time, I think you can forgive him. But, oh yeah, his crying, getting emotional during Mama, I'm Coming Home. He pretty much, I've seen a lot of videos of him in concert. And, apparently that's, he seems to cry and get emotional around that song. Lemmy died 17 days after his last show, too, says Cotton Ministries. Oh, yeah. But I think Ozzy was planning to do a farewell show, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that was the case with Lemmy or not. Parrothead says, Ozzy apparently decided not to take any of his pain meds so he could be clear-headed and not slur his words. Wow. That's incredible. Because that, when you're terminal and you're in that kind of pain, that's really bad pain. That's worse than anything. It's not a headache, we'll say. Sir Scarlet says, sorry, I was texting my friend during this, but nice to see you streaming. Gotta go. We'll see you, Sir Scarlet. Thanks for hanging. Good seeing you, my friend. He was strapped to his chair? Wow. I didn't know that. You want a new Earthworm Jim? That's one of those games I never played. I still haven't played Blaster Master either. I tried to play Blaster Master, but my parents were right. Because I wanted to do an experiment. I wanted to see if... Because my parents didn't get video games at all when I was a kid. So I wanted to do an experiment and play NES games that I never played when I was a kid as an adult. And you know what? I didn't get it either. I was like, no wonder they were confused. Have I been down there? I don't even know if you can go down there. Where the hell am I? Hail, Vigilante Williamson. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. I saw that you I barely missed your stream. So I'll check it out later. I sadly had to work. Which, we've got an improved gig coming up. Holy shit. Not only will I not be working like 12, 15, 16-hour days again, but I'll actually be able to save money, and I'll have benefits. So I've got some dental work I need to get done. I need to either get a bridge or have a tooth pulled. Oh, we already got that one. Dope indeed. VW says, apparently root canals are scams. Not well informed on the subject, but do your own research. Well, you're leaving... Supposedly they're havens for bacteria. But both of my root canals failed. That's why I have to have, I think, one of them pulled. Oh my goodness, what the hell is that? Big Mike! Whoa. I know that I did have a dentist that that told me that I had like five cavities when I knew that I didn't have any cavities, so I got a second opinion, and guess what? No cavities. Not at that time, anyway. Pretty sure I've got a couple of them now. Cotton Ministry says tonsillectomies are a scam too. I actually need a tonsillectomy. I get tonsillitis. I've had it since I was a kid. You get these things called tonsillits, tonsil stones. And they say I'm too old to get one now. That when you do it now, there's a danger of, like, death. Which is really unfortunate for me. Like, that seems like a dumb way to go out. Yeah, some people don't have problems, but I've got... I guess there's, like... too many folds or something like that in there, and so food gets caught in there, and then the bacteria gets in there, and then it turns into an infection. So far, there doesn't seem to be anything interesting here. Cotton Ministry says, I saw a video about the ridges in your ear. They're so you can tell what direction a sound is coming from. What? Interesting. That's the first I've heard of that. I had no idea. See, now I've got Mama, I'm Coming Home stuck in my head. Yeah, I watched, I've seen it before, and I know some of Ozzy's backstory, but... You know, it's easy, people got that guy so wrong. Like, people legit thought he was a bad guy. And yeah, he did a lot of drugs. And I wouldn't want to be his kids. But not a bad guy? No, not a bad guy. He actually, like a lot of addicts, was just like very sensitive and needed to medicate to kind of deal with that. Cotton Ministry says, I went to Ozfest for every year for my birthday for years. Yeah, the story of Ozfest is pretty interesting, too. I guess Perry Farrell told them, you're not invited to Lollapalooza. And Sharon Osbourne was like, fuck you. You skipped Lollapalooza for family values in 98 or 99? Wow, that brings back memories. You know, I liked 99, 2000. Those were good years for me. I like those years. The season premiere of South Park has Trump in bed with Satan. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, unless they're really going after the deep staters and they're really going after the Epstein people, and this is just a gambit to do that, it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. I tend to think it's not just him Israel has stuff on. They're not. No one is getting arrested, and to think they are is ridiculous. Now they're talking about arresting Obama. Circuses. It's so retarded, says Papa Cotton. I don't see them. I don't see how they can arrest Obama. The Supreme Court, with Trump versus the United States, gave the president immunity. So Obama's got an out that way. And then, as it was pointed out on the news, the statute of limitations for most federal crimes is 5 years, so they're off the hook that way.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Well, that totally wasn't worth it. There's something here. Here. Welcome back. Live Nation is ruined, Taurine. Yeah, presidents. that would trigger another impeachment if that happened. Because there are a lot of people that want to be president. And it turns out that being president a lot of times means you commit crimes. And if you're going to be president, and if you want to be president and you know you have to commit crimes, yeah, you're going to not want presidents going to jail. Papa is the president of the Snow Dub fan club? Nice. What's that? It's a silver Lionel? Oh, that sucked. Alright, well now we know what's there.
It is my pleasure.
Yeah. Shit. Vote for Papa Cotton. And Cotton Ministries for the Fuhrer of the Snow Dub Club. I thought you'd like to be called the Fuhrer. Right up your keister, fella. Come on. Do I have anything that's... I don't have anything that protects me against, whatever. That sucks. Oh, that didn't take very much health off. You can play at that game, buddy. Fuck. Come on, man. I'm trying to kill a Lionel here. Oh, that hurt.
It is my pleasure.
Didn't really help, did it? Oh, shit! I don't think I'm really equipped to this battle right now. Ow.
It is my pleasure.
One more time. One more time. Is that thing looking at me? We're gonna see if we can do a sneak attack on him. Ah, dang it.
It is my pleasure.
Oh, what happened? What the hell is that? You're one follower away from 500 on X? Nice. Should I try this again? I'm starting to get tired of being killed. What?
It is my pleasure.
Oh, this is great. Keep being retarded. You may have just discovered something here. Oh, you're at 500 now. Cool. Yeah, I've a lot of bad luck with a lot of social media platforms. Hey, I may just beat him this way. There's a better bow to use. Nope, that's the best one I got right now. Is he covering his face when I'm doing that? Nice. Well, that was rather anticlimactic. So there's going to be a Lionel here.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Nice. Love bomb arrows. Don't really have a symbol for bombs here, do we? Yeah, put that. Come on, man, I want a secret. Oh, okay. Parrothead says, Cotton, I thought you were staying strong at 420. Nice. That was a tough one. Wait, I've not been here yet? What? Yeah, I should go here. Maybe that's what I should do. Tell people not to follow me and not to subscribe. Ah, fuck. Why is it raining? Yeah, I tend not to, I don't follow people back as much as I used to. Supposedly that was a Twitter etiquette, was following people back.
protection is now ready to roll.
I forget which one Daruk's protection is. Lionel better not be back. So the Lionel was the lion-looking thing. In case you were confused about that. I love that you can jump the boulder back on his head. Alright. We're still not even 50% done with the game? What the fuck is that? Yeah, good. This one should be an easy one.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Nice. Huh. I guess more exploration could be done here. But we'll have to do that next time. It's bedtime for me, I think. I gotta get up early. I'm having my refrigerator fixed. Alright, thanks for hanging with me on this gaming session of Whatever Gaming for Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Wii U. If you're catching us on the replay, love it if you like, share, subscribe, and whatever the other thing is. Or don't. I don't really care. YouTube's my life on YouTube probably isn't very long for this world anyway. See ya.